Hello, it's me, Sky, and welcome to this WIP and Chat. Good morning to all of you, though I don't know what time this video is going to go up, but it's morning for me when I'm recording, so good morning. This is probably the first words that I've spoken this morning, but I wanted to get this filmed before the kids get up, and well, I would say before Nugget gets up, but I think he just woke up when I started talking, so he may get ready to go for a little W-A-L-K. I can't say the word because then he's going to jump up and be ready to go, but he may want to do that during this video, so I may have to stop and take him. O-U-T, he also knows that word. But I did want to go ahead and get started, just in case this video ends up taking me all day. I just so admire the people who can film WIP and chats in one go. I am always interrupted. Something will happen, even if just the camera does something off the wall and I have to restart it. That means something will happen, and I will have to edit this video. I always have to edit stuff out. I would love to just have like a stream of consciousness discussion for an hour, but it just never works out that way for me, but that is okay. Also, I know that you may be able to hear my heater running in the background. I'm sorry about that, but it's cold and I want to be warm, so it's gonna run. I know that might be a little crackly in the background for you, but it'll go off probably in just a few minutes. It'll just be the same as having Nugget snoring in the background, which will also probably happen in this video. And so what we're doing is we're gonna work on this same kit that I've worked on for my previous several WIP and chats at this point. This is Midnight Joy by Teresa Donahue McManus. The kit is from Diamond Art Club, and yes, it is a Christmas kit, and yes, it is mid-January at this point, and yes, I'm still working on it. It's fine. I'm starting to get a little over it. Not the kit itself, but the fact that it's Christmas related. I guess I could start doing things. What I'm gonna do is mush another glue dot in here. I usually try to use one glue dot for as long as I possibly can, just having like one glue dot smushed in here, and then once that one starts to lose its sticky, I try to mush another one on the top of it and see if I can get by with that. But usually it's too sticky, and then I'll have to take both of them out and put one in. I don't know. It's my method. Just let me go with it. But I'm using this same pen that I typically use in every WIP and chat. This is from Diamond Art Club. This tip is from Diamond Art Club. It is one of their stainless thin, what is it, an 8-placer? I think it's an 8-placer. I won't be multi-placing in this video. I rarely ever multi-place, but that's besides the point. That tip is from them. This tray is the same one I've used in previous WIP and chats. It is from Bijou Bliss. I love it. This kit has, how many colors? Wait, let me look. Yeah, 87 colors. I knew it was a bunch. It has 87 colors. And I've got one of my Elizabeth Ward containers up here, and then there's one like down beside me on a shelf. So I'll be grabbing from all kinds of locations throughout this video. I have gotten a lot better at knowing, like when I see a symbol, I'm like, oh, I remember which tray that's in. So it's a little quicker now than it has been in previous videos. I'm trying to grab my glue dots. Yeah, okay, so I don't keep that very organized. But these are the glue dots that I use. They are the micro. And I just said put one in there, and then I use that for a little while. And then once it starts to lose its sticky or go down into the pin too far, I will switch it out, or not switch it out. I will put another one in on top of it and use that for a while. And I've tried to then do the same thing and mush the second one down and put a third one on top of it. Nope, that is not what I want. It does not work. There is too much sticky, and I can't get any of the drills to stay on the canvas. They just stay on the pin tip. So 2 is my maximum, and sometimes 2 is too much. Okay, I need to fold back this plastic. This is not actually the section that I want to be working on next, but this is just the section that I could best take a video. So this one's gonna start me on a new row that I have not worked on yet. And oh, nope, I'm ripping it. Oh no, this might be a portion where I have to edit because I'm gonna, oh, wait, no, I think, yeah, no. Okay, just a minor setback with the plastic there. Yeah, that's gonna be not so fun, but we'll go with it for right now. I'm gonna trim that up later when I'm not trying to film, but I totally ripped the knot on the perforated area. I don't know if it's picking up where you can actually tell that I messed that up, but I assure you that I did. Okay, let's pick a color to start. I'm gonna go with just basic 310. That is how I am feeling today. And there's Nugget doing his barking at nothing that we do at least 15 to 20 times a day. I truly have no idea. I think maybe he was barking because the heater turned off. I really don't know. Okay, so what do I want to chat about today? I do have a plan. I have my list over here, but you can probably hear in my voice and see in the way that I'm jumping all over the place that I'm a bit frazzled. I'm having a bit of a nervous day. I have my scan tomorrow, my next scan with my oncologist. So I guess if you don't know, I don't know why this would be anyone's first video on my channel, but if you're new to my channel and you don't know that I had an ovarian tumor that was found like last August. See, my glue dot is too sticky. Okay, I had an ovarian tumor that was found last August, and it was found to be borderline for ovarian cancer with a spot that was very cancer-like, but not enough to be diagnosable. So now I just have to be regularly monitored to make sure that nothing ever grows back, that I don't have any other tumors or implants or metastases or anything like that. And if it comes back, it might be the same type of tumor I had to start with that's borderline for cancer, or it might have morphed into full-blown cancer. So we just have to keep watch on my body to make sure that it is not doing anything it shouldn't be doing. So tomorrow is my next scan to see if I'm still in the clear, or as they call it in the ovarian cancer community, NED, which means no evidence of disease. And I had a scan in October, and I was NED at that point in time, and I'm just hoping to get that same result again this time. But yeah, I'm a great deal terrified, as you might expect. But I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to just go on and be normal, and just go about my day and film videos like I do. But just in case this video seems awkward or out of sorts, it is. It is. I just don't really have a good, I don't know, it hasn't been long enough, I guess, for me to be able to be normal and not be scared about that. Well, I bet that you stay scared. I bet that every time you have a scan, you're scared, no matter who you are. I bet. So I imagine this is just something to learn to live with. People call it Scanxiety, and I have some Scanxiety. And also, the actual scan process is very unpleasant, so I'm not looking forward to that either. Even if I knew that my scan was going to be absolutely clear and normal, I would be nervous and dreading tomorrow just because of the scan process. So I won't be able to eat or drink after midnight tonight. And then tomorrow I will go, and I have to arrive 30 minutes early so that I can drink this disgusting drink that has contrast in it that's gonna light up my insides. And after I drink that horribleness, then I will have to go back into a room to get an IV started, and then they will put me in the CT scan machine and scan me, and then they'll turn the IV on, and it, like, I don't know what the stuff is, but it makes you feel very warm. It makes you feel as if you are wetting yourself. It is very, very unpleasant. I hate it. And it's very short, and the ladies there are so nice. Last time I was there, they gave me this heated blanket because I was nervous, and I was nervous about the IV. I don't care about needles. Needles are fine, but I don't like them putting things into my body when I don't know what it's going to do to me. And that was my first time ever having anything like that, and I was very nervous. And the sweet lady stayed with me the whole time and talked to me the whole time that it was happening, and was like giving me a countdown saying it's only this much longer and you're almost done, and just very supportive, very kind. I appreciated it so much. And hopefully it'll be that same group of ladies tomorrow. Did I say, like, when this is that I am filming it? It is Monday the 13th, and tomorrow, Tuesday the 14th, is when I have the scan. And I'm thinking of putting this video up tomorrow, so by the time you watch this, odds are I will be on my way or have already had my scan. But if you are a person who prays, I could use some. I would appreciate them very much. Thoughts, prayers, whatever it is that you can give to me, I would appreciate them. So anyway, enough about that. I just wanted to explain myself up front if you were like, you do not see yourself in this video. I know, I don't feel myself. But anyway, let's talk about some more fun things. Like this diamond painting. I have now completed nothing. You can't even, nope, you can't see, but, well, maybe you can. This right here is, let me move this. Oh, I didn't know that was gonna make that much noise. This row I have just started. I've been working this way, which would be horizontally from the bottom. So the bottom is over there, and right now we are working up the side, but I was planning to continue going this direction, but this will mark the halfway point. Once I finish this row, I'll be halfway done, and then I'll have this little section done that we're gonna do on this video today. But I was thinking, when I got to the halfway point, I said I'm gonna put this away for next Christmas, and then I'm gonna start something else. And then it occurred to me, after I made that plan, that I can't do that without buying more storage containers, because I have this one kitted up with 80 whatever colors that I said, and I also have another kit that it's a mystery kit. It's a huge landscape mystery kit that is kitted up, so that one is taking up a ton of room. And then my daughter has a large-ish one kitted up as well. And so that's all of my like, I have enough storage for like a small kit, but I don't think I could kit up another full-size kit with the storage that I have. So I have the option of either buying more storage containers or finishing this one before I move on to the next one. And I really am inclined to just say I want to finish this one, but I also feel like it's going to take me the rest of the month. And I really wanted to at least get moving on the buzzword challenge that I did a video about, that I wanted to challenge myself to complete this year. I really wanted to get going on that. And if I work on this one for the rest of the month, then that's not going to happen, and it's going to put me behind, and that's not a good way to start off the year. But I probably will just work on this one until the finish, and I'll just try and get done quickly. But what does that really mean for me? That still probably would mean it'll take me until the end of the month. But I do think that this section that like I'm working on now and all the way this way to the top is going to be much quicker because it's a lot more color blocking. And even though I don't multi-place, or I don't multi-place very often, I think that it still goes faster because I'm not having to pause to change colors all the time. So I think that it will move a little bit faster than the bottom section did because there's a lot of confetti, and you can see that the like gift boxes down here, there's just tons of those, and they took a lot of time because it's a lot of color changes. But I still have most of the Christmas tree that's like right up here. It just starts right above where the camera is looking, but it's gonna have a good bit of confetti, but it's not a whole lot of what I have left. I think most of what I have left is background, and that should move a little faster. So it is possible that I could get done and get started on a different kit this month, but I really do not want to take this kit into February. I do not want to be working on a Christmas tree at Valentine's. I just got to get it done. Or buy more storage. If it looks like there's no way that I can get it done, I'll order another Elizabeth Ward container and be done with it, because there's just no way. But I am still enjoying the process. I don't enjoy the fact that it is a Christmas tree still, but I do like this kit. I am enjoying the colors. I am enjoying the size of it. I have no complaints other than the fact that I am slow and it's not Christmas anymore. That is literally the only thing that I have to say negative about working on this. Another thing that is kind of holding me up with my plans for this month is that I realized that I wanted to start my octopus diamond painting next, my What Lies Beneath, because that fits with the buzzword challenge prompts. But it's a square drill, and I really don't want to work on another square drill kit because the last two that I worked on were square drill, and even though I did take a little bit of a break with the Diamond Art Club calendar when I did the January page, it was round drill, so I got to do a little bit of work with round drills. But I really wanted to, my initial plan actually was to not do a square drill kit after the last one that I completed before this. I said, oh, I'm tired of squares, need to move on to a round. And then I saw this one and I fell in love with it and I had to start it immediately. And it's another square. And then I said, okay, well, definitely after this one, we're doing a round drill kit. And I committed myself to another square. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go ahead already and change my plans. Do I want to do that after I set out, nailed down, did videos on my plans for January, for 2025, and also for the buzzword challenge? I've done like 3 videos where I've committed to working on What Lies Beneath as my next kit. What if I didn't? I think I think I could probably just go ahead and start it and then maybe have a round drill kit. But how am I going to do that without buying more storage? I don't know how I would have a round kit on the go and also start the What Lies Beneath kit without buying more storage. It's possible. It's possible that I could do that, depending on if I could pick a really small round drill kit, which I was thinking of maybe one of my Winnie the Pooh kits, but those are so small. Like, I feel like those are for traveling or for moments in between kits or something like that. I don't feel like that is the same as taking your time and working on a round drill kit. I feel like those are not what I mean. I mean a full-size round drill kit. That's really what I'm feeling like working on. So we'll just see what happens. I do have a round drill kit that is an octopus, and I had mentioned wanting to work on an octopus kit, at least one octopus kit this year. And so that might fill that need, but will it fulfill any of the buzzword challenge prompts? I don't feel like I need to be a stickler for completing the prompts in the months that they are called. But if I could, that would be optimal. So I don't know if it would fulfill the pattern, which is the January prompt for the image. The image must contain a pattern, and it won't fulfill the title challenge where it must contain either the word truth or the word lies. It would not fulfill that. So I don't know. I don't want to fail it in the first month. But also, I could work on What Lies Beneath later in the year and still count it for my January prompt. I'm not going to be such a stickler that I would, like, if I worked on something later in the year that would catch me up with the challenge, I think I would absolutely count it. I'm definitely not going to be able to use a different kit to fulfill each one of the prompts, so I might as well just go ahead and resign myself to the fact that I won't be working on something in the correct month every time. There's no way that's possible unless I did one for each month. So it would be fine. It would be fine if I saved What Lies Beneath for later in the year. But I still don't know if I want to do that because I already committed to it in several videos. I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling on too much about that. What else do I have to talk about? Where is my trusty list? Oh, my temperature blanket. I talked about how I wanted to crochet a temperature blanket this year. And have I started it? No, I have not. I'm sure that that's shocking, but I have made some progress. Last night I sat down and, well, Kenneth helped me. There were too many numbers for me to compute, and he helped me decide my temperature ranges, because most of the temperature blankets that I see patterns for online are from people who live in a climate with a lot more variability to their temperatures than where I live. So I live in South Mississippi, and here it doesn't really get all that cold. It gets pretty hot, but it doesn't get very cold. And I was going to document the high temperatures with my blanket, and Kenneth helped me go through the historic data for our area, and really the high temperature of the day pretty much never goes below 50. I mean, it will occasionally, like it has in the past week, but it is rare. And so I definitely should not be having like a yarn color for like a 30-degree high, because that's never going to happen. So we figured out what would make the most sense and what temperature ranges would make the most sense. And I'm a little iffy on what he decided for the high temperatures. I feel like we don't have enough variability there because we have, it's mostly hot. Here it is mostly hot. And I felt like we should have more yarn colors for the hot temperatures so that I'm not just doing big blocks of like it's over 100. But I think that he helped me set it up pretty nice. And we decided which yarn for which temperature range, and we cut little pieces of it off and attached it to the page with the labels. And so now I know which yarns are which temperatures, and we documented the temperatures, the high temperatures for all of the days that have passed for the year so far. I just have yet to actually start the blanket, but I am prepared now in a much better way than I was the last time that I said anything about a temperature blanket. All I had was like a stack of yarn and big dreams. But now I actually have a plan. I just have to actually start. But I don't want to start it until after I have finished my shawl that I started in the fall. So this is basically my life right now, is working on that shawl that's fall colors and working on this kit that is Christmas themed. And I am ready to move forward. So I want to finish that shawl, and I want to finish this kit, and then I will really get to my 2025 plans. Right now I'm still cleaning up from 2024, which is fine. That's okay, because I spent a lot of 2024 kind of out of commission. And so it's kind of natural that I would need to finish a few things because I didn't really have a lot of time. Well, I had a lot of time. I just didn't have a lot of ability to finish anything during certain portions of 2024. I can't really tell which parts I ripped of this plastic, so I'm gonna have to lift it up to make sure I'm not getting any little pieces of plastic under my drills. I hate that I did that. Oh well, that's fine. Maybe I will go ahead and work all the way up this side just so I can clean up this plastic mess that I made right here. I have not been ripping the perforated cover. I've done it one other time in this kit, and I don't know why I had such trouble with it just now, but it doesn't seem like it's hard to tear in a straight line, but I just so happened to capture myself having trouble with it. But I think it was user error and not the plastic. Okay, I told you about temperature blanket. What else? Oh, should I tell you about books? I have finished one book. Okay, Nugget had to have another barking fit, which that one was actually legitimate. I heard a noise that time. Somebody had their like backup alarm going in a big truck or something. It was pretty loud. Anyway, I have finished one book so far this year, which doesn't really seem like a whole lot, but you know, I'm working on a lot of things at one time. I have almost finished a second book, so, you know, in a couple of days I'll be able to say I've read 2 books this year. But I read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. It was the one I said I was going to read, so I have done something that I said I was going to do in my 2025, no, I said in my January plans that I wanted to read that book. And also it fits one of the buzzword readathon challenges. So I am counting that for my January title challenge complete because it has the word true and the prompt is truth and lies. So I'm counting the word true as completing that. But I did like the book. I didn't love the book. It's about two women who share the same birthday, and not just like the same day, but like they were born in the same hospital, the same day, the same year, like they were born near the same time. So they end up meeting just by accident on their 45th birthdays, and they start doing this podcast about one of the women's lives. So one woman is a podcaster, and the other woman believes that her life is interesting enough that they could do a podcast about her. And so the story sets off because of that, but then, you know, as things typically do in thrillers, things start to spiral out of control, and the woman doing the podcast is starting to have some doubts about the woman who she has invited into her home, and she is now doing this podcast about her and doesn't know if what she's saying is accurate, and doesn't know if... At first it seems like, you know, is she fibbing? Is she telling these small untruths to make herself look better? And then as things go on, it seems like maybe there is a lot more to her secrets. Like there might be some bodies that she could explain the whereabouts of. And yeah, things really spiral out of control. I don't want to be specific, because what if you want to read it? I don't want to spoil it. So Lisa Jewell is really good. I've read from her before, and I think she is really good at painting a picture of normalcy. Like the characters seem so normal, and then all of a sudden things just get absolutely wild and out of control. And I feel like in most thriller books, the main character is always like this very scarred individual. Like we start out and they're like, I've been through a thing, I'm the only survivor, or I've killed a person, or I've lost my memory, or I have grown up in this abusive environment, or just something really heavy, really traumatic, and we start out the story with that person with that kind of baggage. But Lisa Jewell usually starts off the story with like a regular problem, like I'm a woman who is unhappy in my marriage, or I'm just a regular person who has fallen on bad times, or I'm not sure that I'm doing what I want to do with my life. Just something like really regular. And it blossoms into something completely out of control. And I really like that. I really like that style of writing, and I like that type of character. But also, just this wasn't my absolute favorite way of executing that. I don't like an unreliable narrator, and this one definitely had that trope. But it was still good. I was gonna give it a 3-star out of 5, and then when I finished it, at the end in the acknowledgements page, Lisa Jewell had written about naming a character Giovanni, and this was because of a cancer charity that she then listed information about and gave information about and urged people to support, and I really appreciated that. So I gave it 4 stars. But in reality, my liking of the book was 3 stars, but my appreciation for her contribution to the cancer community gets it a 4-star. And then the book that I started after that one is called The Lost Apothecary, and it is by Sarah Pinner. I think that might be her debut novel. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember thinking that it was a debut. So maybe her first novel, maybe not. It's about 3 women, one in the present day who has just found out that her husband was unfaithful to her on their 10-year anniversary, and then 2 women from like the 1700s who, oh, my drill didn't stay down. Get on there. Never mind, I'll get a different drill. The 2 women from the 1700s are in an apothecary shop. So one woman is an apothecary, and she learned her skills from her mother, who has passed away, but also she has been betrayed in the past by her male partner, and she used her apothecary knowledge to kill him, and she uses that knowledge to help other women around London kill whatever man has wronged them. And she just doesn't use any of her negative, I was going to say potions, that's not the word I want, any of her treatments. She doesn't use anything harmful on women. She gives women helpful things because her mother helped people with her apothecary knowledge, and so she knows how to help people. But she also chooses to harm men. And then the third woman is this young girl, 12 years old, who is a servant in a home of a woman who wants to kill her husband. And this girl gets wrapped up with the apothecary, and I don't know what's going to happen. But now the apothecary and the girl are together at the apothecary shop, and the woman in the present day is kind of starting to pick up clues about where the apothecary shop used to be, and I'm guessing she has a history background, so I'm guessing she's going to discover and reveal some things about these women from earlier times, but I really have no idea where the story is going, but I am enjoying it. I don't know. It seems like I remember this story being marketed as more of like a thriller or a mystery, when I feel like it is really just a historical fiction. It's not fantasy. There's nothing going on that's outside of the realm of reality. It's just historical fiction, in my opinion, so far anyway. So I guess I remember seeing a lot of people disliking it whenever it first came out, and I think it might be because the genre was not labeled correctly. I think people were going in wanting some type of thrilling experience and just getting a regular historical novel. And I could see that being disappointing, but I like regular historical novels, so I am enjoying it. And then what else have I been doing? Oh, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I think that I am at the halfway point, or very close to the halfway point. My favorite character just died, and that's unfortunate, but I guess it had to happen. I mean, there are a lot of characters, so it didn't have to be my favorite one. It could have been someone else, but no, it was my favorite one, which I guess is what the writers would want. Like, they want you to feel something when something tragic happens, so they knew that most people were going to really love that character, and that's probably why they killed him off. But anyway, I am also worried for many of the other characters. And I am going, at this point, I'm attached enough to most of the characters that I would be really upset if anything happened to any of them. So that's probably not a good place to be for me, especially with these people in this game having such short lifespans. They only have 10 years, and most of them, or most of like the main characters that you play as, are pretty far on in their 10 years that they get. So it seems like we are going to, before the end of the game, see the endings of one, if not more, of the characters, and I am not looking forward to it, but I truly have no idea how it's going to end. I still don't have like 100% of a clue what's going on, so I guess I'm just along for the ride at this point. But I won't talk about that too long because I don't know what's a spoiler with that game. I just really don't. I don't know how many things matter. They're just putting down so many clues that I'm unsure of what's important and might spoil something. So yeah, I'm playing Xenoblade and enjoying it very much. I am also feeling the pressure to get that finished so that I can play something else because I have big plans for all the things that I want to play this year. But I want to take my time with it because I really feel like this game might be my favorite one of the year, and I don't want to rush through it. So, anyway, I'm talking a lot about things that aren't diamond painting in this video, so I'm sorry if you are all about the diamond painting. So many of you have commented on my videos and said, like, it's fine, talk about whatever hobby you want to talk about. We will listen. And I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Though I have found in the past that, I mean, I don't think I've ever posted a video exclusively about a different hobby on my channel, but I have found that my channel, or the algorithm, I guess, the YouTube algorithm, supports me when I talk about Diamond Art Club. So if I do a video, I have done some videos about other companies exclusively, and those videos do not do well. It's like they're just hidden completely. Like they barely get any views at all. And I'm not saying that I do videos just to get views, but if you do a whole bunch of videos that don't get very many views, then the YouTube algorithm stops pushing your content. It doesn't get new people in. It doesn't ever show your video to anyone because it's like, well, she's fallen off. Nobody likes her content anymore, so we're not going to show it to anyone. And so I am reluctant to do a video about something that I know is not going to get very many views. And I know if I did a book video on my channel that plenty of you guys would watch it, but it wouldn't get the same amount of views as, say, a Diamond Art Club unboxing or a sneak peek or a roundup. And I'm scared. I'm gonna add some more drills to my tray. I'm scared to start doing that and then see not only the views be poor on those videos, but the views start to be poor on my other videos as well because the algorithm thinks that no one wants to see my content anymore. And that's what makes me want to post book content on a different channel. I had mentioned a few videos back that I wanted to possibly revive my book channel, and many people said in the comments, like, just put your book stuff here and we'll watch it. And that is amazing. That would be so nice if I felt like I could do that, but I feel like that content wouldn't do well. And then, therefore, my diamond painting content would suffer because of it. And so I'm scared to do it. Whereas I could post those videos about books on a different channel and it would have no effect whatsoever on my diamond painting content, and the book content could just do whatever it does because I'm not... That channel it has hardly any views, hardly any subscribers. I am not concerned if the YouTube algorithm does not push that content. Like, I don't care because it's not my main channel. And I've seen other creators do things like that. Like, I know, and I don't know her reasons, but I know that Rachel Ray used to post her diamond painting content and her fiber arts content on the same channel, because she does cross stitching and knitting, crochet, I don't know which one, or maybe both, but she does some yarny activities as well. And she used to post all of those videos together on her main channel, and then she made a fiber arts channel for just the stuff about cross stitch and yarn activities, and she does exclusively diamond painting on her main channel. And I don't know if she did that because of the issue with views and the algorithm, or if she did it for other reasons, but to me it makes sense. I understand. I get why someone would do that. And so that's the only reason that I've toyed with the idea of reviving my old booktube channel, is just to separate the types of content so that one channel doesn't suffer because I want to talk about books a lot. But obviously I talked about books in this video, but I feel like all of you that said you would watch whatever I make, you're the ones that are watching this video. The WIP and chats, at least for me, don't bring in a lot of new subscribers. Maybe a few, but not tons and tons. So most of the people that watch these are the real ones, the people who really truly support and watch whatever I make, and I thank you guys so much for that. I have not changed color once during this video. I don't know how long I've actually been talking, but I have been using 310 this whole video, so I hope you like that color, since you've been watching me with it this whole time. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, I only have one more thing on my list. I don't know how long I've been talking, but this video might not be the usual hour that I try to do for my WIP and chats, just because I'm a little out of sorts today, and I'm just rambling to keep my mind off of the anxiety. So let me just ramble a little longer. So I was thinking about hosting an event this year. I want it to be an ovarian cancer support awareness type event. And I want to do it in September, because September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. And all of that is well and good. I mean, I have plenty of time to figure it out, set it all up, figure out what I want to do, and do it. But the thing that holds me back is September is also typically, I don't know how it will be this year, but in years past, September is the beginning of Drills and Chills. And that is, in my understanding, the biggest diamond painting event of the year, every year. And I really don't want to, because my idea with the ovarian cancer event would be to do, like, the color for ovarian cancer is teal, the symbol is butterflies, and I was thinking, like, okay, well, clearly we could just work on kits that have the color teal, that have butterflies, and then I was like, no, everybody's going to be working on these Halloween kits, or fall. That is not teal, that is not butterflies. That is something entirely different. And I don't want anyone to have to choose not to do Drills and Chills. Like, that makes no sense. I mean, I know that for all of you that work really quickly, that Drills and Chills goes on long enough that you could do a teal one and then do a Halloween one. But for many of us, myself included, we'll only get one kit done for the month of September and October. And I don't want to force you guys to pick something springy with butterflies and all of these pretty blue colors just for my event when you could be working on something fun and fall and Halloween or whatever. So I'm definitely still in the thought stages of that. I also would want to have like a charity element to that, like give you guys some opportunities to give to certain organizations, but I would never require any kind of donations in order to participate in the event. So like know that ahead of time. If I ever am telling you about organizations that could use your help as far as financially, that is never required. I would never, like if I run an event in September that that you wanted to participate in, like and I say something about donations, just know, like you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. But I don't want to not bring it up because, you know, it is helpful, and some people do have extra funds that they would feel comfortable allotting to organizations that help people, and I would, you know, I'd be very grateful if people wanted to help ovarian cancer organizations. So I will talk about it, but always know that it's not required, not for my friendship or my respect or for participation in anything that I might be doing. So just definitely know that. I always feel so awkward when I talk about donations and things because it is necessary. It is necessary to have money to fund these types of things that are looking for cures and looking to help patients and looking for treatments and things like that. Like, money is necessary, but asking for it from people that you, I don't know, even people that you don't know, it always makes me feel like, I don't know, like I want you to pay me for respect or friendship, and that's not it. That's not it at all. It's entirely separate. So yeah, that's two of the main hangups, I guess, about an ovarian cancer related diamond painting event is I don't like making you guys feel like you need to give money, but it would not be required. And I don't want to overlap with drills and chills in a way that makes you unable to participate in both events. So what I was kind of toying with is, yes, the color teal, yes, butterflies as meeting the requirements, but also having the option of like blue or green, since both of those colors are in teal. So if your kit were to have blue or green in it, which I feel like a lot of Halloween kits might have at least green. But then also I thought about, what about if there was just like a woman in it, or like a person with ovaries, or who might have at one point had ovaries, or an animal that has or had ovaries. Like, then you could you could convince me of whatever with that, I feel like. Because if there's like a cat on your diamond painting, okay, I don't know if it's a boy. Like, maybe it's a girl cat. So, like, sure. And I don't know the reproductive process of other animals. Like, do snakes have ovaries? I have no idea. Tell me they do, and it's fine. That's kind of what I feel like. Like, I really want to be as flexible as possible with it, you know? So those are kind of the ideas that I'm toying with. And, you know, nothing is set in stone yet, but I do feel like I have some time to make some further plans, since it won't be until September. But yeah, let me know if you have any kind of ideas of the very loose requirements where people could participate in drills and chills and an ovarian cancer awareness benefit type event. And let me just read through my list real quick. I really hate that I didn't change color at all in this video, that I'm still working with 310. But you guys know that I'm slow, so I guess it's probably not very shocking to you. But I have covered everything on my list, and Nugget actually, he did not sit here quietly. He did bark several times, but he has managed to make it all the way through without begging for a walk. Oh, he didn't wake up when I said it. But I do need to take him and myself for our daily walk, and I think it's not raining. It was raining earlier, but I think the sun is out now, so it would be a good time to go do that. I am going to try very hard not to worry about my scan tomorrow, so and maybe I can post some type of update so that you guys will know before I get another video up as to how the scan went. So I'll try to find some way to update you guys, but yes, I'm going to try to relax and try not to stress too much. And yes, if you have any thoughts or prayers to spare, I could use them. And I hope to be back with you for a roundup on Friday. I'm just going to assume that Diamond Art Club is going to have releases this week. I haven't seen any pop up yet, but it's too early to know. But I will hope to see you then. But for now, I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!